Hello everyone and welcome back to another video by jmadden. Today we've got an update on the 90th day of the Oceanic Tech Tank. It's August 14th, 2014, and it is a gorgeous day. Unlike some of my other videos where there were just nasty storms, finally got a nice day out. It's been a while since I've put out a video or documented the tank really. So that's why there's a pretty big gap as to what's been going on with the system. I've been trying my best to cover it. Of course the dog is out here being a goof, as she always is. Some of the things I've been doing, I've had another project. It's really been this lawn. I've spent countless hours out here renovating this lawn, redoing the sprinkler system, just babying this lawn to try and get it to where we really want it. It used to just be patchy, you know, full of all kinds of dead spots, just disease-ridden weeds, but all the hard work has really paid off. And a lot like reefing, taking care of your home and your lawn, you really get out of it what you put into it. So let's get started. A lot has changed since the video of the clownfish spawning. Been pretty busy. Haven't been able to get videos out like I have in the past. So thanks to all of you that have stuck with me and, you know, haven't kicked me to the curb. I'm still here, still kicking. Tank is still thriving. So what we have going on is a few things. Some things have changed equipment wise. Well, I'm going to talk to you about that. The anemones have changed quite a bit. I'll talk about that. And I'll also talk to you a little bit about how the refugium has developed over the last, I don't know, 65, 70 days or so, and let you take a look at that and just see what's happening down there. Then of course show you a couple close-ups of the corals. I think the last time you saw these corals was in some of those still shots that I took. I forget what update it was, but all those stills, well, we'll go ahead and just get into it here, let you see how things have progressed. So one of the major changes that I did was I went ahead and swapped out the metal halide fixture for the T5 fixture. Some of you may remember this. This is the same fixture that I was using on the 60 gallon when I was living in California before I upgraded to metal halides. I'm really glad I held on to this fixture just because as the weather here got really hot as we entered summer, the chiller was just working overtime. Tank temperatures just were being maintained at a stable temperature, but the chiller was just running non-stop, and from an energy standpoint that's just not okay. So I swapped it out to the T5s and everything seems to be doing well. It's been on here for over a month. Anemones are happy, corals have been growing like crazy. So as for now, I'm sticking with the T5s. Let's go ahead and bring you down here before we get into all the corals and such. Keeping this old school, we're not cutting the camera. So down here, the refugium is just gone nuts. As you can see, I have a massive mat of grape caulerpa. Go ahead and show you how thick this thing is. Yeah, so it's just this dense mat. It's got a lot of weight to it. I harvest it constantly, feeding it to the purple tang. We've got so much life in here. I don't know if I'll be able to show you, but you might get a little glimpse. Reflection of my toes, my hand. But yeah, there's tons of worms, tons of amphipods, copepods, mysis shrimp, all that good stuff. So happy, thriving refugium. Not running a filter stock on here anymore, so everything's been breeding quite nicely. So let's get on to some of the good stuff. First of all, the equipment. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do this, but I was able to make MP10s work on this glass. Now this glass is, I believe, 3/4 of an inch, and they stick just fine. So, you know, Ecotech doesn't recommend it, but it works. Just make sure you secure your pumps, something like this, just in case someone bumps it in that off chance. But yeah, run them on full blast. nutrient transport mode, for those of you that know what that is. It's my favorite setting. And as you can see here, the clownfish have spawned once again. This is their third spawn. If we can get the color here to show up correctly. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. But yeah, inside there's all their babies. Should be hatching within the next day or two. Usually they hatch on the 10th night, and I think we're at day 9 with this particular clutch. Maybe day 10. Purple tang, looking great. One of the things that happened with the system was for Father's Day, I was given a Royal Grama by my girlfriend, and I did some research on the fish before I purchased it. Let's just make a long story real short. That fish had ick. My tank got ick. Huge rookie mistake, right? Anyway, Royal Grama was just so stressed out, just became a breeding ground for all those parasites, and of course the purple tang got it, the clownfish got it, the clownfish stopped spawning. I'm upset, pissed off, all the above, angry at myself, you know, which is the ultimate person to blame, you know. And the Royal Grama finally died, and once it died, you know, there was no stressed out fish. So I just let it run its course, and you know, eventually the tang recovered and the clownfish recovered. So we kind of dodged a bullet there. So no more fish for a while added to the system. So yes, let's talk about some of the corals and the anemones. Well, the anemones, as you can see, look very different. They're all big and bubbly now. And what has changed with the tank? Only the lighting. Yeah, so the jury's still out, you know, in the scientific world as to what makes these things bubble up. But I can tell you right now, the only thing that's changed in this tank is the lighting, and that caused the anemones to take on this different structure of their tentacles. And I kind of like this look. It's actually preventing the anemones from getting too big, whereas under the metal halides they were just massive, and they were actually stinging the green belly slimer over here. But yeah, so let's do a little quick rundown here. I don't want to make this video too long-winded, but it usually ends up happening anyway. Yeah, so the green belly slimer, just check it out, folks. I mean, the thing is just going nuts, doing really well. I actually noticed quite a boost in growth when I switched from the metal halides to the T5s, believe it or not. I don't know if it's just trying to get up to light or what, but as you can see, it's got new growth galore on it. A little frag down here. Jedi Mind Trick is encrusting. That Monty's doing nice. A little frag down there on that plug, you know, never grew under the LEDs. Now it's just taken off, you know, quite nicely. You know, recognize some of these other corals, you know, from the nano. This one's grown quite a bit. This, I'm calling it like some kind of aqua, you know, tortusa or something like that up here on top. See if we don't overexpose it. This camera's pretty crummy. And this one too, this coral here is just really started taking off, growing. You can see on that tip on the left side of it. I didn't have much growth out of it at all under LEDs, but now it's just going nuts, right? Same with these Monty caps. As you can see, the growth is, you know, just doing, I don't know, it's just going crazy. And actually I haven't dosed this tank in over 2 weeks. I've been so busy renovating the lawn. So, I mean, it's just nuts, you know. The growth is just absolutely outstanding. Even over here, the Velita is doing really nice. The red planets are doing great, better polyp extension than they've ever had. And you might see a little coral in that back rock that's attached to the aqua tort that just started growing on there when I was under the LEDs, and now it's just taken off. The Blastomosa Wellsies are doing great. Lots of new mouse on that, just going nuts. Of course, Crucifer anemone eating like a beast. Zoos reproducing. I want to take you down here to this one. Those of you that remember when I first got this particular coral, I got it at the same time as I got the Symphilia over here. Check out how many heads are on this thing now. I wish this camera wasn't so awful so you could really see the true colors. They're just amazing. I can't wait till this thing gets totally filled up with mature polyps. And of course the Symphilia is doing great. Just growing like a champ. Haven't been feeding the tank as much as I fed the tank whenever everything was in the JBJ Nano. As you can see, here's a quick profile. Got minimal rock work in here. Want to add more rock, but just haven't gotten around to it. But yeah, guys, that's gonna wrap it up. Trying to keep this thing short as possible, right? Doesn't always work out. Let's see if we can get the exposure here, lead with a nice shot. There you go. Alright everyone, thanks for watching. More updates to come. Promise I won't stay gone as long as I have this time. Take care, enjoy your tanks, and of course, happy reefing.